I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And they only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, 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 we here. What's poppin'? What's good? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to my lovely lady, April MC in the building. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Studio Her Music, Armani Nelson, Duke Alex. Shout out to @OX was popping with you. Shout out to Aussie in the building. June Sports, Jay Hundo, Corey 2S, Mark Tavius, Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Joe Blast. Shout out to also got to be here, Chris in the chat. Arcane, what's good with you? Phoenix in the building. What's going on? Appreciate you being here. Shout out to @APN. What's going on? Nick Morrison, Kid Frankie. Milan is in the building. Jimmy Lionel's in the building. Zati's in the building. Demetrius, what's good? Appreciate you tuning in. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Beloved, Hude Official in the chat. What's going on? Olafemi is here. What's popping? Omar Gray is in the building. What's going on with Omar Gray? Omar Gray be spending that fire on Media Monday. So guys, today's not going to be a long show. So make sure that you guys, if you want to call in now. Now is the time. 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So if you need to call up right now. But before we get into all of the stuff, you feel what I'm saying? Make sure that you guys, y'all already know how we got to do. Make sure that you guys go to CunninghamElements.com. CunninghamElements.com. Get your soap, get your parfum. Go to Cunningham Elements right now to step up your game and get that going. You feel what I'm saying? Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com.
Do it!
Make sure you do that shit.
Just do it!
Get What Men Wish They Knew About Women. Audio program on myself in April. Hidden gems about dating you don't know but should. The game in here is fire, so you guys need to get this audio program because there's a lot of stuff that we don't talk about on YouTube that is on this audio program that will step up your game. Also, make sure you guys get your online dating consultations. Guys, you are leaving a lot of women on these online apps that you guys can begin with right now, today, tonight. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why we tell you guys, go to shoplocario.com, get your online dating consultation with myself in April. It is fire. We are going to help you with your pictures. We're going to do the bio and the call, and we're going to tell you the messages to send to the women to set up the dates and get shit cracking. So go to shoplocario.com. Also get the massive game collection, master the vetting process, how to have sex with 2 women a day, audiobook, ebook. Also, looks don't matter ebook, because we're gonna be talking about looks in today's episode, and Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less, and all the other programs on shoplocario.com. So make sure you guys do that and get that cracking. Also, make sure that you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership. Join the Masculine Identity Membership so you can get on the Zoom calls with Miles every Monday. So make sure you guys do that so you get on the Zoom calls with Miles every Monday. And also make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy Membership. Right now on the Bad Boy Membership, we have the program right here. Let me show you this. We got this program right here. 10 Irrefutable Laws of the Game, which is on the Bad Boy Membership right now. Make sure you guys get that.
Just do it.
Get that going. And last but not least, make sure that you guys go here to patreon.com/Mr. Locario to get on the Bad Boy Show. It is fire. We do this show every week. And we just finished doing a podcast earlier. I'm going to upload it right after this show. So make sure you guys go and check that out and check out all the other podcast episodes that we have on there right now. There are lots of podcasts on here right now that you guys could be checking out right now today. Y'all are missing out. We talk about current events, and we also spit some heavy game on these shows. So make sure that you guys do that and get that going. You feel what I'm saying? So guys, again, call the numbers 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number if you want to call up. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. You feel what I'm saying? So let's make that happen. Now, we're talking about what makes you an unattractive, good-looking guy. Right? So, I remember I did a show like similar to this about a year ago, but I always got to bring I got to bring this conversation back up a lot of times when it comes to looks, because what a lot of guys do is that they always equate being attractive mainly to looks. You understand? So part of you being attractive has to do with your looks, but it is not the thing that's mainly about you being attractive, right? Because what's going to happen is that you're going to be a good looking guy, but you're still unattractive to women, meaning that you are not sexually attractive to these women. Therefore, the women aren't going to want to have sex with you, right? So most guys, they want to be better looking, right? Because if they think if I'm better looking, then I'll be more attractive. And if I'm better looking and more attractive, then that will mean I get more attention from women. If I get more attention from women, then that means I get more sex, or I get sex, right? The problem is that a lot of you guys got to understand that when it comes to you being attractive to a woman, right? You have to understand that a lot of y'all are missing the entire point because y'all don't understand what attracts women. Now, the reason why it's hard for you to understand what attracts women is because you are not a woman, right? Now, I can tell you what is going to attract a woman, even though I'm not a woman, because I have game and I understand these things, right? So this is why I'm trying to explain it to you guys and let you know, because I did a video, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 days ago, where I was talking about how being better looking is not going to improve your dating life, right? And so there was a lot of dudes that was giving me pushback, like, come on, Locario, that's some bullshit. What are you talking about? That's nonsense, because, you know, I got better looking and my dating life got way better, right? Or, oh, no, but if a guy's better looking, or he gets better looking, or he looks max, or he does this and he does that, then it's going to be easier for him in the dating game, right? So they'll say all of those type of things, right? Now, what happens is that what they don't understand is that if you're good looking, but the woman still thinks you're unattractive, then you being good looking doesn't matter. It's a moot point. It cancels out. You understand what I'm saying? It cancels out. Now, what we always talk about when we talk about looks is, remember, looks are subjective. So they're also still going to be subjective in the idea of any particular woman thinking you're good looking, right? So what a lot of guys think is is because somebody said I'm good looking or I think I'm good looking, that means that just goes all across the board, right? So for every girl that thinks you're good looking, there's going to be other girls who think you're not good looking. Right now, let's say you're dealing with a woman who does think that you're good looking, right? But you say to yourself, well, the girl thinks I'm good looking, but I'm still having trouble getting girls. So this is why you have, for example, a lot of handsome man game videos on YouTube. You have a lot of guys who you would see, you consider like, well, I don't understand why this guy has a hard time. Like, he's tall, he has muscles, he has the jawline, all the things that guys think that they need to attract women. They're wondering, well, how come this guy still is having a hard time? Or you might be that guy. How come I'm having a hard time getting women and I have all of the things that, you know, they say that you need, and I'm still not, you know, attractive to these women, or it's hard for me to get women, right? Now, what you got to understand is this, is that what most of y'all don't realize, I'm going to break down a lot of different things about women and them being attracted to you as a man, right? What you got to understand is that the things that a lot of you guys think are important when it comes to attracting women aren't important to attracting women, because the things that a lot of you guys talk about are in abundance for women. You understand? I'm going to break it down. So the things that a lot of guys think when it comes to attracting women, right? They think if I have this or this is going on, I'm going to be attractive to women. You have to understand that those things that you think are attractive to women are in abundance. So for example, guys will say, well, I got to get my money up. Right? Money in general is in abundance, meaning that a woman can meet multiple different guys who have a lot of money, right? That's not anything rare. You understand what I'm saying? So even if a guy's not rich or has a lot of money, she can still meet guys who have money. So let's say, for example, if a woman is dealing with a bunch of dudes who have money and she's just trying to, you know, get her rent paid, get her hair and nails done, get guys to buy her gifts and everything, that's easy for her to do. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not hard for her to get money. So therefore it's in abundance. So therefore the value of it is lowered, right? Guys think, man, if I was at a certain status or, you know, a certain level, women will be attracted to me. So guys try to use status. What people don't understand about status is all status really is, you know, your basic level of importance, you would say, in relation to someone else. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of guys think of status in more so of a sense of being famous or whatever it is like that, but that's not even it. You could have a certain status depending upon the particular situation. So you could have a certain status at your school, at your job, you know, in your friend group, whatever it is, right? But what you got to understand about status is status also is in abundance, meaning that it's not hard for a woman to find a guy who has high status. And so because it's in abundance, then the value lowers, right? Same thing with looks. It is not hard for a woman to find a guy who's good looking. A woman could go on Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid, any of these dating apps, set up a profile, and she'll have 50 good looking dudes in her DM by the next day. You understand what I'm saying? So you just being good looking or good looking men is in abundance for women. So therefore that lowers the value. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Kay Zaggin in the building. Says status of money is a social construct and completely disregards the human element of attraction and connection. This is why I say guys have a remedial understanding of attraction. That's a fact. That's a fact. And see, what you guys got to understand about this whole topic is when they talk about being good looking and it's all about looks and women, you know, you got to be tall and you got to be a chat and all this other stuff. All of those things are simple-minded thoughts from men who have no game and have no self-awareness, right? So when we talk about looks, we talk about money, we talk about status, all those things, right? Those are in abundance for women. The average woman does not have a hard time finding a guy who is good looking to get together with, go on a date with, hook up, and all this other stuff, right? A woman doesn't have a hard time finding a guy with money, right? Women can find guys with money. That's not like, oh my God, this guy has money or he has a lot of money. This is amazing. And on top of that, some women have more money than a lot of these dudes. It's not hard for a woman to find a man with a particular status or at a high status or whatever it is. None of those things are difficult. None of those things are scarce. All of those things are in abundance, right? Now, it is difficult for a woman to find a man, that wants to stick with her on a long-term relationship, but that's a whole nother conversation. But what I'm saying is for a woman to acquire a guy who's good looking, a woman to acquire a guy who has money, a woman to acquire a guy who has status, that is not difficult. It is in abundance, and therefore it's easy for her to get that and make that happen. Now, what happens is that when something is in abundance, right, and you have access to it, you have access to a lot of this stuff that's in abundance. When I say that it lowers the value, I'm not saying that there's, no value in it. What I'm saying is that it's not special anymore. It's not a big deal. It's not anything. So now if a woman has access to a lot of good looking dudes, there's a lot of good looking dudes who want to fuck her. There's a lot of good looking dudes who are in her inbox. There's a lot of good looking dudes that's DMing her on Instagram. There's a lot of good looking dudes that might, let's say, talk to her in the street, or she's at a party or at a bar. She got some good looking dudes buying her drinks. All these things, right? So she has good looking dude after good looking dude after good looking dude after good looking dude, right? So what happens is the guy just trying to coast on the looks, or his draw being his looks, isn't valuable enough. So now when a woman interacts with you, there has to be more than just that. Now, this does not mean that if she sees you and she's attracted to you, that she won't be like, oh, this guy's cute, this guy's handsome, right? But there has to be more than that for it to really stick, and for her to really, be about it, for her to feel moved by it, for her to get that feeling. It has to be more than just the look. Why? Because she has an abundance of good looking guys. So let's say you're a good looking guy. She thinks you're good looking. There's a bunch of other guys who she thinks is just as good looking as you, or even better looking than you, that she has access to. So what happens is that a woman is going to respond based on how she feels, right? So she's going to respond based on who she's actually really attracted to. Now, follow what I'm about to say. So what the guy that a woman is really attracted to, right? What happens is that it's a combination of a lot of things that makes that guy attractive to her, right? It's a combination of a lot of things that make that guy attractive to her, right? Not only that, what makes the guy really attractive to her, and this is the guy she can't stop thinking about, this is the guy who's on her mind, it's the guy who differentiates himself from the cookie cutter nonsense that I just mentioned earlier, right? So let's say we're talking about the looks, money, and status thing, right? The guy that she really is really feeling, right? He differentiates himself from all that regular shit, meaning that there's something beyond just his looks. There's something beyond just his money. There's something beyond just his status. There's something beyond just his height. There's something beyond so what I'm saying is this, is that the woman, because all those other things are in abundance and it's regular to her and she's used to it, there has to be something else that catches her attention in order for her to really be attracted. So this is why you can be a good-looking guy and still be unattractive to a woman, because you're just like all the other good-looking guys, right? There's nothing that separates you from the good-looking guys, right? So let's say you have a six-pack, but this guy has a six-pack and that guy has a six-pack. So now who does she choose? All three of these guys with six-packs want to holler and want to make shit happen. Who is she really choosing? Right? This guy's tall, that guy's tall, that guy's tall. All these tall guys is trying to get at her. Who's she choosing? You see what I'm saying? This is the question that a lot of guys never ask themselves, which is why you're never ever in a situation where you're getting chosen by multiple women who think you're attractive. You understand what I'm saying? Because what you guys do is that you use surface level things to basically try to be attractive based on the surface level. So you work on the outside and you disregard the inside. So the outside looks great. So you look better. Yeah, you hit the gym and you look better. You might even dress better, right? But the inside is still the same. So what happens is there's no balance. So when that woman meets you, you're just like the other good-looking, well-dressed guy, right? There's no depth to you. And the depth is the thing that gets the woman attached to you. So like, for example, when you hear us say, you having a woman's mind, right? You have a woman's mind because you have depth. You don't have a woman's mind because you looks maxed. You understand what I'm saying? You think a chick is thinking about you all day because of your jawline? Come on, fam. You think a woman is sitting there, she can't get you off her mind because you looks maxed. You got to be out. You can't be serious, guys. Seriously. Like this is ridiculous. Right? What happens is that you're on her mind because when she's around you, interacting with you, engaging with you, experiencing you, she's feeling something. She's feeling that excitement. She's feeling that desire that she can't feel anywhere else in the world. You understand what I'm saying? The feeling she gets only happens around you. But it happens only around you because the feeling that she has is attached to your masculine identity. Shout out to Miles. It's attached to who you are. You understand? Because it has to go beyond just how you look. Why? Because there's a bunch of niggas who look like you. It has to go beyond the money you have. Why? Because there's a bunch of motherfuckers who have the same amount of money as you or even more. It has to go beyond your status because there's people at the same status level or higher status than you. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. You guys don't realize that the reason why you are still having trouble when you looks max and you gym maxed and you got your money up and you did all, and you're like my sexual market value and some other red pill bullshit. The reason why you're still having trouble and problems in these situations is because you have just spent all this time being the best loser. You understand? So a lot of guys, they're into this whole self-improvement shit, but the problem is this. Most guys get themselves to the point where they're the best loser. You understand what I mean? What is that? What does that mean you're the best loser? That means that, let's say, for example, your looks maxing, you're doing all this stuff, you look really good, you are just the best looking loser. Right? You get your money up, you're just one of the guys who, you're the guy who has the most money out of all the losers who have a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? You have high status, you're one of the best high status losers. This is what you guys don't understand. And see, what happens is that you're working on all this surface level shit, and that's what makes you an unattractive, good-looking guy. That's why the woman can't feel you. Because check this out, right? Think about it this way. So, because I want you guys to really understand this. I want y'all to really, like, take this in. Pause. Because the other day I was on on TikTok Live or whatever, and I was talking about, part of it. A guy asked me this question about looks and all this other stuff and everything. And so basically what I was telling him is that most guys, and this is why it's so stupid to go on YouTube or any of these social media platforms to listen to men rating other men, or, these looks maxer dudes be talking about other guys' faces and all that other stupid shit. Right? And the reason why it's stupid is because since you're not a woman, you have no idea, or you don't have a perspective of what makes a woman be attracted to a particular guy. And what happens is there's so many little things that women look at and pay attention to that y'all have no idea about. Y'all have no idea about. Y'all don't understand that what she's attracted to is also tied to her experience. Follow what I'm saying? What she's attracted to is tied to her experience. So, for example, let's say a woman is, at a party, at an event or something like that, right? And a guy walks into the room, right? And so that guy catches her eye. So the average guy is going to think, oh, she's attracted to him because he's a good-looking guy, right? They think, oh, well, she must be attracted to him because he's really handsome and he's a good-looking dude. But what happens is this, is that guy caught her eye, for example, because let's say he has big biceps and triceps, right? She don't even think he's handsome in the face. He just has big biceps. He has big ass arms, right? So now that guy caught her eye based on his arms. But check this out. Why did he catch her eye based on his arms? Because when she saw his arms, she thought, damn, this guy looked like he could pick me up in the bedroom and fuck the shit out of me. You understand what I'm saying? So her attraction to him is her thinking with his big arms, he's picking her up and fucking the shit out of her. You understand? And let's say she likes rough sex. She likes guys who pick her up, fuck the shit out of her, and give her rough sex. So when she sees that guy, that's the first thing that pops in her head. Now, why is that the first thing that pops in her head? Because she's experienced that before. She's experienced a guy who looks strong, right? And that strong guy fucked the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? And now she's attracted to him, thinking that could also happen with this guy. You understand what I'm saying? So now, this guy isn't even the handsome guy or the guy with the jawline, right? Her initial attraction to that guy was just based on his arms. You see what I'm saying? So dudes be like, oh man, you gotta have a jawline and I gotta do plastic surgery in my face and I gotta lean max and all. It's like, nigga, you have no idea why the woman is attracted to you, right? Another scenario, a woman could just be at an event and a guy is just very well dressed, right? His shit is just on point. She might think he's decent looking, right? She don't think he's fine. He's decent looking, but he's dressed impeccable. He smells good, and his mouthpiece is crazy. He got her laughing, blushing, giggling. She's enjoying herself around him. She's like, damn, I'm having such a good time talking to this motherfucker, right? And so she's hanging on his every word. Now she wants to, interact with this dude. They exchange information, or he might even take her back that night. You understand what I'm saying? So now what happens is that she was caught up with that guy based on how he made her feel, and he made her feel that way based on him being unique and being him. And she's not getting that exact feeling from anybody else except for him. She has to go back to him to get that feeling, because he's the only one in the world who can give her that exact feeling, because it's coming from her being influenced by dealing with that guy. Right? Now, let's say she deals with that guy, she loves it, everything is cool, and she meets another guy who is similar to that guy. She meets another dude at some party, well-dressed, smells good, very charismatic. So those feelings that she had with the other guy could arise back in that situation with this new guy, because he's a reminder of what she was attracted to. See, this is where you get into the deeper levels of attraction. So what you guys don't understand is that women will be peeping you a lot of times about certain things that you wouldn't even think of. And so what I'm saying is that what makes you attractive is a combination of things, not just one thing. So dudes are like, well, I just gotta be good looking. So you think a chick is just gonna stand there and look at your face? Y'all not talking. There's no movement. There's no interaction. There's no vibe. There's no you leading her. So there's nothing. You're just really good looking. She's gonna stare at you and be like, wow. I'm just, just let me know when you want me to open my legs, because you're just so good looking. Just let me know. Just look, hey, whenever you're ready for me to open my legs so you could fuck me, just let me know. Because since you're so good looking, like, that's not how shit goes. Shout out to KZ. He said, being a twin, there are women who were physically attractive to the both of us, but once they interacted with us, they preferred one over the other because of personality. That's a fact. Exactly. So this is what a lot of you guys don't understand. Y'all have no idea what these women are attracted to. And part of what makes them attracted to the particular guy is what she likes. A lot of what she likes has to do with her history with dealing with men. So when dudes are talking about women being attracted, they leave all of this shit out, because of course they don't understand this, because they don't got no game. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't got no game. So they're like, oh, well, you just gotta look good, bro. You just gotta get a jawline. You gotta hit yourself with a hammer or whatever the fuck. It's like, these dudes have surface level thinking. You understand? And when you have surface level thinking, you are not going to be sexually attractive to women. Because part of what makes you sexually attractive is your behavior. And your behavior, based on your masculine identity, based on your uniqueness, is the thing that pulls the woman in. It's the thing that separates you from every other guy on earth. Because remember, the surface, right? There's going to be a lot of similarities on the surface. So, for example, if a woman likes the way I look, so let's say she's like, oh, I like, dark-skinned guys who have an athletic build, right? You know how many dark-skinned guys who have an athletic build she could find? You understand what I'm saying? She's like, oh, I like bald, dark-skinned guys. You know how many bald, dark-skinned guys she could find? What separates me from every other bald, dark-skinned guy? What separates me from every athletic build, dark, bald, black guy? She can find a bunch of niggas that look like that. You understand what I'm saying? What separates me from the rest of them is the rest of them ain't me. That's the part that you guys are missing. I keep trying, exactly. It's who you are. That's what I'm trying to say. And so the problem is is that dudes are working so much on the outside and trying to forget the inside. They stay the same on the inside. Exactly. We us and they them. You know what I mean? Like any dude, any archetype, she can find a bunch of those guys. You got blonde hair and blue eyes? Wow. So there's a million other niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Wait, you're fit? You got muscles? Wow. So do you and a bunch of other niggas. You understand? So you guys got to understand that the thing that makes a woman think about you, get obsessed with you, want to continue to fuck with you, when, you know, a chick really liking you, a chick really being about it, is when she experiences you, like who you actually are. Exactly. Looks maxes are a dime a dozen now. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the part that a lot of guys don't get. But guys, if you want to call up, call the number is 844-672-7300. Remember, you're not going to be on here long. So if you guys want to call up, now is the time. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. Let me see what this question is saying. It's saying, you mentioned she goes for the best, but no one is perfect. Can you talk about that a little? So basically, a woman is going to go for the best guy that she can get, right? What happens is that the best guy that she can attract, or let's say if you were being that guy, or she sees you as that guy, right? You're really only going to be the best if it's you actually being who you are and putting that on the forefront and not trying to do all these other surface level things in order to attract, right? So what will happen is this, is that let's say you're a good looking dude, right? She thinks you're good looking. If all you have, or your main thing, is you being good looking, right? She's going to quickly say, you know what? Yeah, he looks good, but I could find somebody better looking than him. And that's because you're just coasting on you being good looking. That's your best quality. That's the best you got, is being good looking. So she's going to essentially say, well, yeah, he looks good, but I can get someone who looks just as good as him, and he knows how to have a conversation, and he's confident, right? She'll say, I can get someone better looking than him. So even if you just have the looks, she's like, yeah, he's cool, but I can get someone better looking than him. But you know what? You know what she can't, this is the thing. She can't get better than you, because there is no better than you. Do you see what I'm saying? There's no other version of you out there that's better than you. You're the only one. You understand? Let me see what some more of these other questions are saying. It says, I don't know if there's a term for dick maxing, but what about focusing on becoming better in bed and improving sexual performance, and their flaws in relying on that? Are there flaws in relying on that too heavy? Okay, see this. Let me explain something to y'all, right? Okay, for example, right? Do y'all know when, like, for example, when you guys hear Steve on the show say, y'all can't fuck, most of y'all think he's just talking about you actually being in the bed having sex, right? See, what you got to understand is being good in bed, right, starts outside the bedroom. You understand what I'm saying? Being good in bed is not about being literally in the bed with the woman and fucking. That's what Steve would call poking a hole, right? So being good in bed starts outside the bedroom, right? Because it's connected to the man you are which is what makes the woman sexually attracted to you. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that this is why women will reject you when you approach them and it seems like you don't know what to say, or you're acting extremely nervous, or you're acting weird, or you're hesitating to approach. All of those things, when she sees that and she experiences that, she's like, oh, hell no, I ain't fucking with this guy. Because if you're scared to approach the woman, ain't no way that you're physically gonna be interesting in the bedroom. You see what I'm saying? It's connected to all of that stuff. It's all connected. Right? So if you're scared, let's say, for example, remember I was using the example of the woman being attracted to the guy who she thinks will fuck the shit out of him, right? Fuck the shit out of her, right? So now, if this dude's hesitating to approach her, then that means he's not assertive, which means he's not going to be able to fuck the shit out of her in bed, right? It's all connected. This is why a lot of times when you guys will act kind of needy or clingy, you double text the chick, and then she's like, oh, hell no, I ain't fucking with this guy. Because what she starts to think is, well, you know, he's going to stalk me. If I give him some pussy, he might go fucking crazy. You understand what I'm saying? This is why women throw the pussy at guys who have game. Because they understand guys who have game, right, are not thirsty for the pussy and know how to deal with the woman sexually. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see what else we got on here. Let me see. So he said behavior and personality is the same thing. No, not necessarily. So, you know, so your behavior, right, a lot of times has to do with what you're choosing to do, the actions you're taking, right? So your personality is within your behavior. You understand what I'm saying? But your behavior and your personality aren't necessarily the same thing. You understand? But you'll see the personality through the behavior. You understand what I'm saying? But remember that, you know, all of it starts in your mind, though. It starts with your mindset, because your mindset is going to dictate your behavior. You understand? So basically, whatever you do outside yourself is the bait. You're not saying don't focus on it, just that working on the inside is more important. No, what it is. So this is what you got to understand, right? Is it's all gonna balance out, right? But the problem is most people are not balanced. They're imbalanced. So meaning that if you actually love yourself, you're going to look good. You understand? So meaning that if you love and care about yourself, right, you're going to look good, which means you're going to take care of your body. You're going to take care of the way you look. You're going to dress in a way that looks good on you, right? You're going to make sure you smell good. So all of the things about your looks and appearance will automatically be on point as a result of you loving yourself and caring about yourself. The problem is that you have a lot of people who hate themselves, and then they try to, on the surface, look good. So it's almost like they're metaphorically wearing makeup. You understand what I'm saying? So a dude will, get plastic surgery or some shit, start working out, looking good on the outside, but on the inside, he still feels like shit. You understand what I'm saying? He still feels like shit. So the thing is this, is that you looking good is good because that's good bait Shout out to Ron Wills. Ron Wills talks about the body game, right? But the body game and how you look is still bait. Because if you look a certain way, but you are insecure, right? You're scared to talk to women. You're not sure of yourself. You're not, you're all over the place. Then what's going to happen is that when the woman interacts with you, you're just going to be another guy with a nice body who's a weirdo. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what I keep trying to tell you. See, the problem is you guys like to separate everything, right? You can't separate you from your behavior, right? You can't separate you from the way you dress. You can't separate you from the way you talk and the things that you're saying, right? So all of it matters. This is what we're trying to tell y'all. But see, if you're in a situation where you're just trying to look smacks and look better, but you're still a motherfucker who, is insecure, who doesn't, who basically hates himself, just in a sense, that it's really not going to work for you. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all. You said, so nobody is better than you, but it's just that some people have great skills in different walks of life that you do not have. Example, some can fix cars while others can't. Well, yeah, that's the thing, because everyone's different. That's the point. The point is that you are different than everyone else, but the problem is a lot of you guys are trying to be the same as everyone else. You understand what I'm saying? So dudes is like, oh, well, I'm focusing on looks maxing. So you're focusing on being just like all the other guys who are just focusing on their looks. You understand? Instead of tapping into who you actually are and put that out there and be that different motherfucker that is attractive. You understand what I'm saying? It says, even on a larger scale / public exposure, Michael Jackson was the perfect example of what Logan's explaining. He was the biggest artist in the world, but still was insecure. Well, yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, your mind is serious. It says, why do you think Clavicular gets so many girls despite having relatively bad game? They think he's good looking. I think looks are just as important as game, and looks can override weak game. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bearded Axe, you can't be this slow. You can't be this slow. You can watch his stuff. He even says, I don't have game. This is what he says. I'm paraphrasing. Clavicular said he doesn't have game. And then he also said that the women don't actually want to hang out with him unless he's streaming. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's so ironic about the entire situation, is that he basically disproved his own point. You understand? So when the cameras are around and the cameras are out, he has his bodyguards there. People are like, oh, who's that? Oh, is that, I think I know that guy. I've seen him on the internet. Is that the Looks Maxer dude? Or somebody's like, who the fuck is that guy? They're like, I don't know. He has cameras on him. So then now women will talk to him, go around him or whatever. And when you don't have game, you get fooled into thinking that that's actual desire. And it's not. You understand? And shout out to him for being honest. He's like, look, when the cameras are not around, these chicks ain't trying to fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? There was a clip I saw him where he was live streaming. A girl called him up and she was like, oh, what are you up to? And he was like, well, basically telling her you should come through and we'll hang out later. And the chick was like, nah. She was like, I'm good. So don't get fooled by that bullshit. You understand? You said, how come guys who hate themselves got a girlfriend then? What does having a girlfriend have to do with you hating yourself? I don't understand. Like, what, you can still hate yourself and have a girlfriend. I don't, like, how does that, I don't understand. How does that correlate? You know what I'm saying? Everybody said nobody wants to fuck with a method. I'll say, like, I don't understand how does having a girlfriend mean you don't hate yourself? I don't understand. That's crazy. That is wild. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, I'm trying to tell you guys, man, is that you guys got to go deeper. You guys got to go deeper. See, the problem is that a lot of y'all haven't actually had a woman or women in your lives who truly desired you for just being who you are, where you were just being you. You didn't do anything. It was a pause. Exactly. Pause. You didn't do anything to, like, you're not like chasing after the girl. You're not trying to do any pickup artist shit. You're just being you, saying what you want, doing what you want, and then the woman follows your lead. And the woman is about it. You understand? Once you really see that, that's when you'll really understand what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? Said there's a lot of loser energy in the chat today. Man, this shit is too funny. But yeah, but guys, understand that, you know, when it comes to you being attractive, right? It's about you overall understanding who you are, what you're about, and accepting yourself and loving yourself. That's how it works. That's how it works. All that other surface level shit, that's not going to help. That's not going to help you. I'm promise you, I'm telling you guys, that's not going to help you. You got to understand that shit. But listen, man, we about to wrap this up. What's today? Today is Wednesday. So yeah, so we're about to wrap this up. So tomorrow, we will be back tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? To make it happen. Make sure that you guys, again, go to shoplocario.com, badboymembership.com, cunninghamlimits.com, and what's the other one? masculineidentitymembership.com. You feel what I'm saying? So we can make that happen. You feel me? All right. So that's pretty much it. And I will holler at you guys later. And remember, people, the truth is inside you. And I am out of here. Peace. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. Get the new audio program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. Hidden gems about dating you don't know, but should, by Mr. Locario and April MC. Go to shoplocario.com right now to get your copy today.
And then, yeah, I had my consultation with April Locario this past Saturday, which
Nice.
and it was funny because I already had dates lined up before the consultation, and then after, it just like within day, like it's just like I haven't even gotten like the new photos they suggested me to get yet, but just like all the game they gave me in that I implemented, it's just like skyrocketed within a day. So it's like
how many matches did you go to?
I went from getting like, I want to say like max 4 matches a day to like 10.
10 a day. Shit.
10 a day. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so like I'm booked 4 weeks out date wise right now.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we know that there could be flakes and shit, but they're getting replaced as time goes on. So
Well, and yeah, that's it. That's it.
yeah. So yeah, everyone needs to get that shit. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like don't.
It's like a mini coaching session.
I'm trying to tell, bro. It was so April, bro. Like that is the most gamed up chick alive. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. like I'm like, how do you know me this well? Like it's just wild, man. So yeah, shout out to them, man.
Yo, shout out to April and Locario, man. Facts, man.
Step up your game and go to shoplocario.com. That is the place where you can get my books, audio, and video programs in one place. All you got to do is type in shoplocario.com and step up your game today. Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today.
Because Locario, in my opinion, is the best dating coach on YouTube or whatever the fuck. Everything he says, ambulance. Everything he says, I have nothing against him. I have no contradiction. Everything he says, I